Good afternoon, this is Neil Spate, Thurrock Nub News, down at Kilverts Field in Grays, where we're about to have a short ceremony, which has been organised by the two gentlemen in front of me. That's Councillor Martin Kerrin and Richard Sutling of the Seabrook Residents Association. Gentlemen, I'll ask you to explain what exactly we're doing here. Richard?
What it is when we found out that the council were putting down the offices, next to the offices was a place called Mulberry Square, which in that was dedicated to the people that during the war had got together to help the war effort. And the council didn't want to know about it and wanted to hide it behind doors. So we asked for the bench to be removed onto Kilverts Field so that people can still enjoy and remember those during the war effort.
Excellent. And Martin, you must be pleased that this has happened.
Yeah, very pleased actually, because the people of Grays have a great love of Mulberry Square and for what it represents. So we want to make something positive out of this and to sort of salvage something positive from everything that's been going on. So we've got the bench here in Kilverts Field, which is a well-loved spot of Grays, and we're going to dedicate the bench today, and it's there for all generations to enjoy.
That's fantastic. I'll let you get on with the ceremony.
Thank you. Gathering, and we're going to have two speeches now. Firstly, Mr. Richard Sutling, who is chair of the Seabrook State Residents Association. Over to you, Richard.
Thank you. How this all came about was in the meetings that when I took over as chair was myself and Jane at the time. The arguments was about parking and lighting was the actual arguments that were going on, so nothing really major has changed. And then all of a sudden someone mentioned in the meeting that they were to pull down pull down Mulberry Square. And this really, really upset the group. So we went to the local council, we went to the head of the council, we asked various people to come and speak to us. They all refused. The doors were slammed in their faces. They even denied there was even a bench in the square. People went out and found that information for us, and even the bench, we were told by one councillor, oh, he's only an old officer of the council, so it doesn't really matter. But as you will see later on, the bench is there, it's thriving, and I believe that actually the bench here is probably a better place to put it than where it was, because people can sit on the bench and remember what people did during the war effort. And also, when I think of those councillors who slammed the doors in the face, the likes of Coxall, the likes of Jackie Del Price, who, and I quote, "It's nothing to do with me, it's a local issue," and Gledhill as well, and I say to them that we will remember those people by this bench. Thank you.
And Councillor Tony Fish.
Yeah, good morning everybody. We're here today to mark two things really. The first is the bench here, which symbolises the sacrifice of people in the Second World War, particularly on the D-Day landings, and I have a personal connection there because my uncle was actually a sapper on the beaches and unfortunately lost his life, so it has a personal meaning to me. But also, as Richard has said, how the bench actually came to be here, and we hope that it's an important local landmark which we as the local councils here value very much, and we hope that people are going to use it and find it a place for quiet reflection and relaxation.
So thank you for those speeches, and we have a wreath here which we're more familiar with on Remembrance Day. It's not normally sunny like this when we're putting wreaths down, but it's really important to remember D-Day landing. And with rededicating this bench, thank you all for coming and for being part of this. And so we'll lay the wreath down, have a moment of reflection, and then we'll be grateful for